Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I have a holiday Target Dollar Spot and Rae Dunn haul to share. We are making Lazy Man kitchen curtains, and I have a delicious Crock-Pot meal for you. So if you are new here, I hope you will subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. So to get our day started, I have a really yummy Crock-Pot recipe for you. This is called Pesto Mozzarella Chicken, and for this recipe you're going to need at least 1.5 pounds of boneless chicken breast. I have a little over 2 pounds here, and I have it really well seasoned with Mrs. Dash, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and some Italian seasoning. I have 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 lemon, one of these small jars of pesto. You can use any kind that you like. Now later on in our recipe we're going to be needing some rotini pasta and some Italian cheeses and a few other ingredients. But to start off, this is what we need to get our crock pot cooking. Add your seasoned chicken to your crock pot, pour the jar of pesto on top, then juice of 1/2 lemon, then add your butter to the top and cover and cook on low for 5 to 6 hours or on high 3 to 4. I have my first Target Dollar Spot haul of the season. My Target was a little late getting everything out, so this was my first trip there to see what they had. And as you can see, I came home with a few things. Now, one of the things that I went looking for, because I had seen these online, were these string lights that had tiny Christmas trees inside, or little pine trees inside with a little bit of snow, and I thought these were adorable when I saw them online. So I was really looking for them at the store, and my Target only had, I think they had 5 maybe sets altogether. I came home with 3 of them. I thought I would leave some for somebody else. But these are so cute because I think they make a statement all on their own. And every year I always go with my little red truck and pine tree theme, and I thought these were perfect to literally put anywhere. In the Dollar Spot they had a bunch of different signs this year. I only came away with 2 of them. I really liked this one because it was framed in black and it had a green pine tree there. It was just something different than I had seen before, and I thought this would look really great in a display or even in my Christmas tree. I also found this sign. It says Milk and Cookie Company, baking Santa's favorite since 1954. I thought this was great. I plan on doing a milk and cookie and Santa display in one of my tiered shelves, and I thought this would be a great addition for that. And if you guys have followed me for any amount of time, you know how much I love that little red truck. So Target had a bunch of them, and the one that really spoke to me was this little guy, and I loved the new addition that they had with the 2 trees standing up with a little silver star. I thought this was going to be such a perfect addition to my collection. The other thing I grabbed I thought was really different is this little trailer. It says Fresh Cut Trees, and it has 3 trees in the back, and I thought it would be really cute to display it, you know, all together or even on its own. So I'm really happy to have it. They do have larger sizes. I may go back and look at them again, and 1 or 2 might come home with me, but I am pretty happy with this set that I brought home this time. I also brought home another one of those little station wagons with the tree on top. I think I have a couple of these from last year, but I like to use these for little like snow globe kind of displays throughout the house, and this size works really well also in a tiered tray if you have those and you like to decorate those for the holidays. So keeping with that pine tree theme I have going on, I found these wood clips. I bought a bunch of these. They were only like 3 for $1, and I use these a lot throughout the holidays to hang up Christmas cards and, you know, all those pictures of families that you get in the mail during the season. So these are really great. I got like 4 sets of those. I also found this little pine tree ornament. I love this. I hope that they have more of these. I'd like to get a few more because I like to use little ornaments like this to decorate, you know, gifts and packages, you know, that you give throughout the season. I think that looks really nice and, you know, something different. I also found these for $1. They're little pine cone ornaments made out of felt. I only found 2 of those, but I think this is something also that I wouldn't mind getting a few more of them for the season. And this little guy I thought was really cute, and I have an idea how to use him. It's like a little piece of pine I'm going to take it out of the package so you can see it a little bit better. So look how cute that is. I really thought this was so different, and for $1, honestly, you cannot go wrong. And I have a really cute idea to use this in an upcoming DIY. So I have 3 of these. Again, this is something that I wouldn't mind getting a few more of. Now, the one thing that I did see there that I grabbed a bunch of were these little sprigs. They were different kinds. I have boxwood, I have cedar with some red berries, and I have some pine that have little pine cones attached to them. And these are the kinds of things that you can simply use everywhere. If you guys do those tiered trays, you can tuck them in there. I'm going to use some of these, just like the example that they show on the back at place settings. You can just attach these to maybe ornaments that you're making. There's just so many things that you can use these for. And again, they were only $1, and I think there's like at least 3 in each set. So I thought these were a really good deal. And I absolutely love these adorable gingerbread houses. I don't think they're meant to be gingerbread. They're just like little wooden houses, but they are so adorable and different. I really love the white ceramic ones that they have every year. And this year I think they had gold, rose gold, and silver roofs on them, which were really pretty. I just wasn't that crazy about them. I wanted all my little white houses to match. But then I saw these and I was like, what a cute idea for my little, you know, my little cookie display, that these would go so well with. So I just got 3 of them. I thought that was a good amount to make a little set and whatever decorating I'm going to do, but I thought they were really cute. Now the only other things that I have are a couple little random ornaments. This one I thought was really cute. It has a little magnet and you can place it on, you know, your like holiday to-do list, what you have, baked cookies, write to Santa, all those different things. And then I just grabbed this little ornament. I think this was in the dollar spot, and it goes along with that cookie theme. It's Mrs. Claus's Cookie Company. So that is everything that I picked up this time at the Target dollar spot. I'm sure I will be back once I really start concentrating on gifts and, you know, gift wrapping and all of that. I have a small Rae Dunn haul for you guys again this week. I went shopping at Home Goods and at Marshall's, and I really had some great luck finding the red Christmas pieces that were on my list. So first up, I was able to find the Jingle Bells pie plate. I always like to have a pie plate on my china cabinet in the dining room, and I was really excited to find this one. This has the little white stitch all around it, which I really liked. I think it makes it look, you know, very homey and Christmassy. I also found the Merry Christmas plate that has that same stitching all around it. And I think I'm going to put this one on display behind my stove here in the kitchen. I also was able to find some of the red Christmas candles. Now, to be honest with you guys, I've never been a big fan of the scents in the Rae Dunn candles. They just never agreed with me, but these are really nice. They all seem to have a little bit of a pine note to them, so that's probably, you know, why I like them a little bit more. I found the small Merry Christmas candle. I found a little bit larger red Jingle Bells, and I also came across the Silent Night candle. So I thought these would be really nice to place around the Christmas tree to give it, you know, that little bit of pine scent. I was also able to find a red soap dispenser that I'm going to put in our powder room here on our main floor. And you know, I thought too that the prices for the Christmas pieces would be a little bit more money, but they're not. This was only $9.99, which is what I paid for the everyday soap dispenser. And I also found 4 Santa plates that I'm going to use for display on my china cabinet and also here in the kitchen. But I think my really big find of the day was this cookies and milk set that I found at the checkout when I was in line at Home Goods, they had a couple of them. You know, they have all those little things that you look at while you're standing in line. But I thought I was really lucky to find this. I think this is going to look great in my little milk and cookies display. And I love that it's a set because this would be really perfect to give, you know, as a gift to someone who has really young children. It might be their first, you know, Christmas that they're going to set out cookies and milk for Santa. So that is my small Rae Dunn haul this week. I think I was just really lucky to be in the right place at the right time. They had just stocked the shelves and I had just walked in the store. So I am going to tuck this all away, keep it safe until I pull it out. Probably towards the end of next week, that's when I'm going to start decorating for Christmas. So the project we are going to be working on today is in the kitchen, and we're going to be using more of those Pinckney curtain panels that I found at Target, and we're also going to be using some fusible web. And what we are going to be making in here is what I like to fondly refer to as lazy man curtains, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I've already made it here over my kitchen sink, and then our project for today is going to be filling in this window over by my dining room table the exact same way. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I will take you guys along with me so you can see A, how lazy I am, and B, how simple it is to make these curtains. So our first step is to iron the curtains that we are going to be working with. Now each package has 2 curtains within it. So I've taken each out, I've cut them in half, and I've taken the half that has the rod pocket. So here you have the header, and then you have the little rod pocket. That is this section right here, because this is the part of the curtain that we are going to be using. So I'm going to iron each of these pieces. I like to use, you know, a lot of starch so they're nice and crisp, and then we're going to decide how we want to hem them. So once you have all of your panels ironed, you're going to measure your space and decide how much of a drop you want for your valance. The drop is the amount of material below the rod pocket, and for me I want about 12 inches, so I will have to cut off about 6 inches of fabric. So now that I know the drop, I can start to hem each of the curtain panels by using my little fusible web here, which if you've never used this before, this stuff is really awesome. It makes really quick work out of a simple project like this. So I have all of the excess fabric all cut off, and I have my little piece of fusible web all placed. So all I have to do is iron this down to make it all stick, and just repeat this process about 10 times. And then I'll have all the curtains ready to be hung. I have 10 panels complete, and that probably took me a little over an hour, which is way less time than it would have taken me to run these through the sewing machine. So now all I have to do is feed them on the rod and get them up on the window. The curtains are all up. I just need to fuss with them a little bit to get them all to hang straight. My husband still has one piece of trim to put up there against the window frame and the ceiling, and this project is all done for the holidays. So the pesto chicken is all done cooking. I have taken it all out of the crock pot and shredded it. I have also made a pound of pasta according to the package directions. My next step is to return everything into the crock pot, into the juices that are still there. I'm going to add a half a cup of Romano cheese. You can also use Parmesan cheese, but our family prefers Romano. Mix that up really well. Add 2 cups of Italian shredded cheese, whether it just be mozzarella or one of those Italian cheese blends, and you're going to cook it for another 15 or 20 minutes. This is one of those great recipes that really make a lot. So you can have dinner tonight and then you can freeze the rest for another night during the holidays when you are really busy. I will be sure to leave all the details for this recipe in the information section on down below. So this is dinner tonight. This is what it looks like when it is all plated up. We like it with a side of broccoli and a little salad. So thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you will take a minute to subscribe. I have some really great holiday videos coming up and you don't want to miss them. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, and I will see you again soon. Bye!